Hey guys, what is up? We are back again. So as you might be able to see in the corner, the Harley is officially gone. It's a sad day. Sold it to a guy about 60 miles away. Rode it up there, last ride on it. Kind of bittersweet. The next bike will be a lot nicer, but got something cool to show you. The new e-bike. It is a brand new juiced bike, Rip Current S. And the reason why I went with this one, so it has a rear fender and front fender and a cargo rack that I didn't put on because I don't like the styling, but it comes on the upgraded model. The reason why I went with the upgraded model was for the battery. So this has a 52 volt 9.2 amp hour battery. It says it's rated for 70 miles. All the reviews saying you're getting about 24-25 miles out of it, depending how you ride, how much of assist. But you can see I've already changed the seat out to a comfy seat. It has a rear Bafang 750 watt motor. What's really cool about this bike is pretty much all I had to do was change the seat, and it's a really comfortable bike to ride. Has these handlebars that come up quite a ways. Let me show you this. So I have gone on, there's a setting in here because in a lot of states, if it's over 20 miles an hour, it becomes a different class electric bike. But there's a setting in here you could go in and you can change it to where you actually have beyond the sport mode, it can go into race mode, and then take off the speed limiter. Because they set them at 20 miles an hour. And I know it's the first time I rode it, any decent distance minus around the block, that I really did not like that at all. You'd be going downhill and almost like it applied the brakes on you at 20, even though I know it didn't, but the power cut out the assist and it felt like the brakes. But so I've installed the bicycle pump. We got our patches and stuff on there, obviously water bottle holder. But other than that, it's pretty well, that's the only things I've done to it. It's ready to roll. Extremely nice bike. So you got the kickstand here, that's out of aluminum. You have the metal foot pegs, nice and wide, really comfortable to stay on. You got the hydraulic brakes, disc front and rear. You have the shocks up front, so you can choose to lock out the shock to where it's a hard shock or open it up. And then over here there's a Schrader valve that you can either add pressure or release pressure on the front shocks depending how stiff or hard you want them. You have an LED light that is pretty dang bright when it's on. Sorry, the bike's kind of dirty, I've ridden it a little bit. And then you have your shifter over here. So I believe there is, what, 8 gears? So you have 8 gears. That shifts up gears, down gears, which I actually like how they did that, because if you're on a steep hill or the easiest one's your downshift, so you could shift down. You got a throttle here, which you can see it kick on. See, I put 20 miles on it so far. I've only charged it once, so not bad at all. Yeah, I'm really in love with this bike. Haven't ridden as much as I wanted to. It's kind of a scorcher here in Utah. We've had 100+ degrees for 2-3 weeks on end at this point. I've kind of lost count. Pretty sure we're setting records on how many 100-degree+ days we're having in Salt Lake. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. Want to get out on some trails with you guys, get some first-hand views of riding trails, more reviews on that. I've ridden a couple Dimple Dell and stuff, just kind of flatter bike paths. It does awesome on it. I want to get it up in the mountains though and see how well it does on the rocky terrain, things like that. That'll be future videos. Also, some major updates on the Mercedes. I had a coolant line break. You can see it kind of got me on the hand back here, but it was way back here in the back underneath by the thermostat housing right above. Dumb little 5/8 coolant line broke. Total nightmare on that one. But if you guys notice anything different, we got the new grill in, we got the bumper rewrapped. There's a ton of rock chips down in here. Car's kind of sitting right now. Some big things happening to it in the next week or two. Stay tuned. We're going to do a whole video on it. But until next time, make sure you subscribe, let your friends subscribe. Let's get this channel going.